Hey guys, Banana Lab here and welcome back to another Watch of Realms video. So today we're back with some Gwendolyn testing after pulling her earlier today. Let's just claim some of this and we're gonna do a very simple test. Firstly, we're gonna go to artifact material rate and we are gonna look at some raw numbers. So in case you guys didn't know, I do have Fauchia and Elddr. So I want to test Elddr and Gwendolyn much more extensively. Reason being that, first of all, Elddr benefits from, where was it? His skills, right? So he benefits from, all his faction units benefits from having a shield and 20% extra attack. But most importantly, when shielded, they deal extra, he does extra damage equals to 30% of his shield strength. So that's where the big numbers are because Gwendolyn does cast a shield on her own. So before that, let's just swap some gear in and where was it? Yep, Silas's gear. And then we're gonna pull Artifact of Valeria. Okay, this looks nice. And then so back to Gwendolyn, right? So skills wise, this is what she does. She provides our ultimate with 60% of her max HP. So this is where the big shield is. And we're gonna have a look to see what Elddr does without that shield, and then what Elddr does with that shield on him. So yeah, we're gonna place Brocare as the tank, obviously. He's gonna be able to tank through that, and let's see what turns out, how it turns out. Let Gwendolyn down so she can generate costs, and then we're gonna put Mr. Brocare here. And gonna slap Mr. Elddr here. Clubbing pretty hard already. Not sure we even have to. We can wait till then. So slap the shield down. And see from 160 it goes up to 200. 277, 284. It takes some time for the shield to generate. 307. Wow. So our max is 307. 316, 316. Okay. So that's quite a big jump. I mean, we can test it again with just Elddr's ultimate, right? See where that goes up to. So that's 315 with Gwendolyn's shield on him. At max, he's gonna cap out soon. 228. So that's a whopping what? 75k increase per hit. So getting about 25% damage boost, which would say super reliable. I mean, the shield needs to stay on, and once you take damage, it starts wearing off. But I can see why people will say that Gwendolyn, I mean, Elddr together really make a bliss. I didn't really want to test out Guild Boss, to be honest, because it's tough to get there. Because I'm using Hollow primarily, so if we do Nightmare 4, we're never gonna clear the boss with these two folks. So Nightmare 3 is the way to go, and how we're gonna test it is where is it? That's my dear Midan. Okay. So we're gonna do it 2 runs. First one we're gonna do Elddr, Fauchia, and Midan. Second one we're gonna do it Elddr, Fauchia, and Gwendolyn. And we'll see differences in the guild boss damage in the short while. Let's do that. That prop, so Elddr down, Fauchia down, and I'm just gonna do me down here for killing. Just to keep them up, basically. So this is gonna be a testing without Gwendolyn in that sense. Gonna pop everything as soon as it's up. And do this. Okay, the shield is off from his ultimate. Can we actually break this? Okay, we can. Nice. From my testings, we weren't able to break the last shield, so let's see if that changes. King Hearts, nice. We did really want to get Boris today, but nope, no chance with him. So we've got to settle with just Gwendolyn, Orium, and a Setram deal. So that puts Setram at A1. Looking alright. Gonna be just in time for Fulcher to break this second shield. That's her third ultimate now, I think. So 2 more sets before Soba Arcana is, fully utilized. So the only time the shields procs is if Elddr casts his ultimate, or if he gets attacked, or if the faction lot bonus actually procs. Okay, so there we have the shield again. Gonna call the meteor down, and then that's it. Can we break this? I doubt it. It's gonna be super close. Okay, we're gonna stop here. 4.5k. So that's where they are at. Damage wise, 21 million and 16 million. Okay, not too bad. Obviously Elddr is stronger here. He has the better gear, obviously, that's why. It's Hatsu's gear versus Silas's gear. So that's the context. And gonna do the same experiment. Gonna slap Elddr in the same place. Make sure that it's fair. Fulcher outside, and I'm gonna slap Gwendolyn down this time. We're gonna pair Gwendolyn's out with Elddr's out, because that's where the big damage is. Slap this. Okay, the shield went on Fulcher instead. But that's fine. I think it's because Fulcher has lower HP. That's what I heard in terms of prioritization, how it's done. Flawless Blade does work well because of the shielding. Just make sure that, Fulcher always has the shield up, and then, she won't technically take damage. Except for that, yeah, obviously, that's gonna do a fuck ton of damage. And gonna pop Gwendolyn's out again, and yep, gonna pop Elddr's out here. And pop this. So we hit about 4.5k blood earlier. Let's see if we can come even close for this. Okay, their odds are about to be up in a second here. Let's go. A huge shield on Fulcher. You can see damage wise is really making a big difference. But let's see if they can actually break this. Wow, they're actually doing it. So we'll stop here. Or should we just go on? No, we should stop here to be impartial because the previous team didn't break the shield. And let's see damage wise where it's at. 23 and 21 million. So I guess the damage comes more from Fulcher having always a shield up. I think that's like a 20% boost. So numbers wise it checks out pretty well. And Elddr obviously nothing much has changed other than the bigger shield value. So that's like a 10% increase in attack, but of course all this is considering the fact that Fulcher keeps getting the bigger shield, right? Whereas because Gwendolyn shields her ultimate for contact, here's how it works, right? It shields the lowest HP target, if I'm not wrong, and the people around her, people around the allies, get a shield of half the strength. So I think if we're constantly healing our shield, it could be, you know, the reverse where, you know, Elddr gets the shield instead. Or in the case of artifact material rate, you know, we make sure that the shield goes to Elddr. You can see that tremendous damage boost. Of course, that damage boost comes with the caveat that, you know, things don't take damage, right? Once that shield starts to get broken, the damage starts to go down because that's how, you know, Elddr works. His damage scales off the HP of the shield strength. Yeah, I've done lots of recordings, to be honest. Gone through a lot of ways to test it, and unfortunately this is the best way I can do it so far. It's really hard that I've cleared Void Rift. I would have wanted to test this in Void Rift and, you know, see how Elddr shines much better in there with that shield from Venoma constantly. But I can start to see why this will be quite overpowered when it comes to, you know, Guild Wars, for example. I think it'll be really nice. But yeah, that's it for the video, guys. Pretty long-winded one, just, you know, going through the different variations, but I hope, you know, the testing does make sense. If you have questions or if you feel that, you know, the better way I can test this, please feel free to suggest it in the comment section below. I'll do my best to, you know, run through that. Of course, those damages were without Dolores, right? So it could be even higher with Dolores in the picture. But that's it for the video, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.